turn that down. Hey, we're back. I know I said 9 o'clock, but we're a little later on here. We're trying something else, trying to get it to work. Took us a bit to get it to work.
We're experimenting, Doug.
You know what? We're winging it as always.
Winging it.
Got the company shirt on. Like I work there. I get to go there next week.
Do you?
Yeah, we have a game in Paris next week.
France?
So no, Ontario. So I get to go to winging it in Paris. I will have to call the owner, say, hey, bring in a group of like 40 people, and yeah, I'll pack the place and have some fun. Maybe do some content, some video stuff. But so we're live on a Friday night here just because I possibly could have something going on tomorrow night. And I'm getting really annoyed with something right now because there's a light right up in front of me that's supposed to be on me, but it's looking at the wall. I just noticed that now. Yeah,
well, you had 18 minutes to fix it before we started.
And I just noticed that now. So anyway, notice that we do have 5 people in the chat. I'm guessing we're going to be having more throughout the night come in, but make a comment either on the Facebook side or the YouTube side. So it's after we're gonna see all the names anyway, because it's either gonna be your side or my side. Right? We'll see all the names come in anyway. Make a comment in the chat. You'll get we'll then do a prize wheel thing, because as people make comments, I'll throw names. I got a little side thing going on here. Throw names in a little wheel thing that will spin. You'll chance to win East Coast Cornhole sticker. Is that it?
Is there more?
East Coast Cornhole patch, Velcro patch. See?
Whoa! Is there more?
Is there more? For those people that can fit in the size large, we have an East Coast Cornhole t-shirt. A fabulous East Coast Cornhole t-shirt. So make a comment in the chat, either one, YouTube side. We got Trev, we got Al already commenting. They're already in. I'll put their names in right now. You can't win.
I can't win. I was just saying hello to everybody.
Okay.
I'm just talking to the people. Derek, you just got off the list.
I like how he says that he's got both of those. There was 3 things, Derek.
Yeah. Well, he can't count that well. And that's why he says he throws 4 baggers and there's always 3 off the back of the board.
Yeah.
Hey, Jen Hisner's here with us today. Look at that.
Trevor Linfoot checking in from Victoria. Trev, just wondering, maybe a couple weeks you want to come on the show and announce something, possibly? Message me. We'll talk about it.
Victoria's Secret?
It could, yes. Yeah, it's Victoria's Secret, yes. So yeah, Derek was typing slowly. Yes, Derek, we know you type slow. And Mr. Russ, Russ, sorry we're a little late. You were messaging me. You were a little antsy. I know Al was as well on the other side. But yeah, we are here. Still a bit of a cough. Played last night for the first time in almost 4 weeks. I was bad.
All day IPA, Derek. That's what America's drinking tonight.
Okay, so let's see. Let me get back because there's people going to start just commenting and going one time.
Hey, I got to play the other night. I got to go out on Tuesday night and play, and it was a lot of fun because we only had 6 people show up, so it made it way more fun because it was just a small, intimate group, so we could play a lot more games and just have a really great time. So I got to play with Mark Burgess and friends in Chelmsford this week. And last night, Doug, I went back to my old league for one night to play Crew Cup.
Okay.
They are running a Crew Cup league, so I got to go there and play. When I got there, their team was the team that I subbed for was down 2-0, and we came back and won 5-2.
Candy Hawkins in the chat, and she doesn't even know that she just entered a contest just by saying
Saying hello.
Candy, I did see you in my chat afterwards. Last night we did the airmail pot. Wasn't one in KW. I didn't throw, but yeah. So for the people who are just coming in, because I see that we're up to like 13 watching here now. So if you make a comment in the chat, all you have to do is comment. You have a chance to win a East Coast Cornhole sticker patch, and because all I have is I say size large, a size large T-shirt, East Coast Cornhole T-shirt.
So Derek's in the chat saying, I got to shoot my sonars. How's yours looking? Ha ha ha. Because he knows I don't have a set yet.
You know what, Derek?
Yeah. Derek's trying to flex a little bit. Whatever, Derek. Listen, just because you're the first Canadian Titan Pro, well, first international Titan Pro, don't let it go to your head. And that's why you won't fit in to the large shirt, because your ego.
Oh, big head. Would fit that. You know what? I'm almost down to a size large. I actually, shout out Derek Barrett. He did give me this extra large T-shirt that I'm wearing.
Candy, I don't have my sonars yet because I ordered them during the 12 bags of Christmas, but I do have something Derek doesn't have. I may have a prototype, but they have shipped. They will be here, I believe, when I check tracking, Candy. I think they don't come in till tomorrow or Sunday because I did get my darts. My darts already came in. But I believe the sonars are right behind them, so they should be here soon. But Doug,
I got to admit,
can I complain a little bit first?
Sure.
Listen, U.S. Postal Service, get your shit together. All right, I had a package, Doug. Okay. Ordered some new accessories for my new car that I picked up on Saturday. Came
on a truck.
I did. It's a car. It's a truck. It's a truck. Yeah. But ordered some accessories. They came out of Ohio. They got to Springfield, Massachusetts, which is like 2 hours from me. Okay. Basketball Hall of Fame. 2 hours from me. They got there this morning at 4:00 in the morning. They're not getting to me till Monday. Why? It's 2 hours away. You got a truck. You know who I am. Just bring them to my house. I need my accessories.
Well, Derek said FedEx had his to New Jersey, then back to Georgia. That's maybe. Hey, what? Maybe FedEx took the same route that you're going to take to St. John's with all of the different travel.
I think that's what's going to happen, Derek. They just send yours all over the place because they just know you're not a nice person.
Well, you talk about your mail, like ours just come back from strike. They were on strike for like a little over a month.
Wait a minute, but isn't yours? Don't you call it the Post? No, is that a Canadian thing?
Well, it's still.
Or is that English? That's more English, isn't it? Right, the Post.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, so it was, you know what? It was nice not to get like the junk mail. Not have to go back and start like checking the mail when I come in the house.
Yeah, this has been a. I don't think any of the people that deliver stuff is happy with my house right now because there's usually about 10 boxes every day throughout the day just on my side porch between me and my wife ordering stuff. It's
yeah. I was Gracie had hockey tonight right after I had to leave work early, go to this hockey. Then as she was picking up supper on the way home, she called me and she's like, "Oh, are you home yet?" I was like, "No, not yet." She's like, "Oh, well, there's a package that's supposed to have been delivered." I was like, "Okay," and I get home, there's just like this brown box, and I'm like, "Okay, who's it for?" And she's like, "I don't know. I got to open it and find out."
She's just ordering blind.
Well, she ordered, but the box is like just a generic box, right? So I do know that it did come from BC. So
Yeah, see, sometimes the great thing for me is I drink in Amazon. So sometimes stuff shows up at the house and I'm like, when the hell did I order that? I'm like, oh, wait, Tuesday at 3 a.m. after I got home from Cornhole. And then I'm like, did I need this? What is it? I did order some new tissues because I have a special little tissue holder for the car. So I had to get the replacements. So it's really nice. There are a lot of porch pirates. That's why I do have my floodlight cam right over my porch that everything gets dropped on.
So hello to Marky Berry. He's now in the contest.
He is now. Yeah, listen. Look at this. People are just getting.
And you know what? He doesn't even know what contest it is.
He doesn't even know what what kind of fabulous cash and prizes he could win.
He gets to go on a trip to Burger King with you.
Candy says Bruce does that too, and now Austin has an Oculus 3.
Good day, Mr. Clark. John Clark's gonna go. Well, we're gonna put John Clark in it just because.
Merry Christmas, Johnny.
But the cornhole last night. We had Jennifer in the chat there earlier. I throw better if I'm holding a drink and throwing. Don't know why. I just do.
It's the Hisner way.
It is that, and if I remember, I have to remember to when I release the bag that I finish like hand, I have to I gotta snap it there, right? Because if I don't think I gotta snap it, then I just
winging it at the
give
board.
up on. It's like I give up on life, and it's.
I know. One of the kids I was playing with last night, Doug. I actually had to stop him from throwing like a madman because he was literally throwing like a T-Rex. He was short arming it the whole time, and his bag was all over the place. I'm like, finish your throw, buddy. And as soon as he started doing that, he was actually, started to light up a little bit and started hitting the board. But I'm like, you're frustrated because you're just chopping it like the Ryan Windsor without a good game.
I got frustrated last night as well too at the end, just because first bag went short.
Wait, first bag went what?
Short.
What did it go?
Yeah, corn dog. My opponent's next bag, for anyone in Ontario here, I was throwing against my side of the board. I was throwing against Annette Willett. She put her first bag. She put a blocker in front of the hole. I went in behind it, nudged her a little closer to the hole. She then went off, and I was like, okay, I got a chance to come back. So then I went another block in behind. So I kept kind of going in behind. Then she did. Then got to my fourth bag, and I knew that we were pushing her closer to the hole, and she was getting close to dropping in, right? Which then I can't do anything about that. So try to put it on the board, but just off to the side. What happens then? Right off the back. And then she on to win, and that was it. And we were down and my partner, Ed Kwan, had just got a 7 to get us back at 20s. And then I crapped the bed. Pierre, one of the top players in Quebec, and he's on your side too. He's coming on your side. Mr. Lucier in the chat. He is now in the contest as well.
Doug, the Canadians love me.
That's just because you were the loud guy in Drummondville last year.
Derek just says, Airmail it by.
Actually, I did throw a couple airmails last night. Unfortunately, some of them were in the down and back, so they were wasted.
Oh,
yeah. You know what, Donnie? I'm slipping.
Yeah, you're slipping because I was supposed to have a pair of shoes by now.
Didn't I send you the logo before though?
No, I don't think you did. Okay. Don't worry, Pierre. We'll get back to you.
Derek, do you want to send Donnie the logo? Because I know you have. I'll remember that one.
What a knucklehead.
I do have to get a pair of corn dudes as well. You want? Maybe we'll each get a pair of our own. Then we'll just swap shoes. You can have. I was gonna say you can have my left, and I'll just be all right. But it's whatever.
Yeah,
I thought it would work, but it didn't work at all.
But when I was ordering my shoes, I would probably have them all printed in on my feet right now if
probably
somebody sent me a logo.
Well,
actually, you didn't even have to send me the logo.
No, I said to send.
You just had to send it to me.
I was not feeling well that weekend. It continued on, which I felt myself just getting better. Karma gets sick. Karma bites me back, and I'm feeling it again.
The best thing of tonight, Doug, was just the look on your face when you realized what had happened. Candy, I have all those shoes. I have some amazing sneakers, Candy, that have Titan bags. Derek doesn't have them. And I have two sets of slides. I have a white pair and a black pair. So I have collected them all.
That light is still bothering me. And I'm thinking, I'm trying to find something here that I can throw at it. But I know if I throw something at it.
Do we need to get you like one of those little grabby things?
Well, yeah. I was thinking if I had my selfie stick here. It was here, but it's gone.
Derek, I already have Titan pitch pads too. I have full-size Titan pitch pads. I have mini Titan pitch pads. And I have a mini runner for mini cornhole. Big mat, lays the whole thing out. Boom.
I have two pairs of shoes that you probably don't have and that not many people have.
Do you have the ACL shoes?
I have the airmail ones. I have two pairs of airmail ones.
Are those the ACL ones?
Yeah, the airmail ones. I got a red pair and a yellow pair.
Hey, look at that. Unfucking believable's here. Dropping by to say hello.
And he's now in the contest.
Candy, what I do have to order, and I'll talk to you about this offline. I need to order one of the blankets because I have a very interesting idea for the blanket, but I'll let you know about that later. And Tony Mayball now joining the chat, Doug.
Okay,
you just keep talking.
No, you just do it.
I'll keep talking to the people. You just keep typing.
Yeah.
So we did put out a piece in the Book of Face earlier about what would you get your cornhole partner
as a secret Santa gift, and nobody
nobody put anything there. You guys are kind of boring.
Squires.
So some blue snakeskin shoes. I can't wear snakeskin shoes because I don't throw that company. I don't throw the Vippers. What does Douglas throw? Is he a Vipper guy? Or does he just like the snakeskin shoes?
I don't know what he threw. Well, he might. I'm not sure. He throws slick side, which is why he's the triple S. Slick side Squires.
Slick side.
So he wants the
prank bag.
Was there not a bag that was like doing that for a little while?
There's a few bags that have done that a bit. I will say, and this was not a fault of the bag, this was just the material, was the OG Gen 1 Jacqueline slides, because the material was so heavy, it would kind of split at the seam after a while. That's why I had to put a couple sets away and hide them, just to make them. Kenny would get her partner a 6-pack for Christmas. Kenny, but that's just the road sodas.
Yeah, I was actually. You know what? I was a little upset.
Doug, you're being told to check your
my
phone. Yeah. Slick side octane ions.
Whoa! Ben, like I wish we would have listened to that.
What happened?
So let's actually, let me see if I'll do this here. I'll try and bring it up. So, because hold on, that was a lot just to get a hold on.
Yeah, you said 32 things without saying anything.
Okay.
All right, the suspense must be killing everybody.
Not really.
This is about exciting.
Actually, I just sent them myself like 8 times.
This is about as exciting as watching you throw bags.
Or me trying to write down names. Oh, now Ben is in the chat, so he's gonna get in the contest too. Anyway, so if anyone watches Ben's show, they do on Monday nights. They do bad album covers. Long story short, I'll show you the album cover right there.
Oh,
the 2 sides of Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah,
he did a thing, and the second last track is "If I Were a Carpenter."
Karen?
No, just the song "If I Were a Carpenter." Because there was one night on our way to Charlotte. I think, Ben, we were going to Charlotte, I think. We played Sirius XM roulette, and we lost big time. Because we're going to Charlotte, NASCAR. We're listening to the country music stuff. Well, I think it started off with like possibly Willie Nelson. I think singing it. Ben knows, but it was like we went to like Willie Nelson, and then we went to some other thing, and then we had like Pat Boone singing the song, right? Then we went to like the Bluegrass Channel, and Jimmy Ray and the 8 Step Cousins was like singing it. Elvis Channel. Elvis is like, it's like back to back, like almost every station had "If I Were a Carpenter" on, and it's like we couldn't get away from it.
And Ben,
they hip over on the YouTube side.
Ben, Doug doesn't need any more distractions. He's been talking about a friggin' light since we started.
Matty King's in the contest.
Matty King, I love that man. Matty, we still got to do that trip up in Canada together that we talked about going to see Doug.
Yes.
Yeah, Candy.
It would be really cool.
What's that?
If he did come, and he was in on that on that thing we were talking about doing.
We've talked about so much.
Wednesday night.
Yeah, we'll talk more about it later.
Okay.
Oh.
Did I miss anyone there? That's a tangent that I just went there now.
Yeah, listen, that's what we do, kids. We wing it every time on here.
Not like the tangent you went on last week.
Which one?
Corn dudes are going in the.
What tangent did I go on?
It wasn't really a tangent, more of just I wasn't sure which way you were going.
I'm going to go anywhere I want to go. It's half my show.
Okay, yeah. Actually, third, because I see 3 places that it's going, and you're one of them.
Oh, is there? Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't YouTube this time. I just added it in the book of face. Because
Are we all ready for Christmas? Not a chance.
I haven't even started.
No.
I bought more stuff for myself in the last 5 days than I have for anybody else.
Actually, you know what? I could be ready for Christmas. I just have to ask my wife what if she got herself anything while she's in the States.
Yeah, what you bought for her?
Yep.
That she's just going to wrap and put your name to her?
Yes.
I'm in the same boat, my friend. Same boat.
All the guys I used to play hockey with they were all laughing at me, but it's like I let her buy. Sometimes I'll say, you know what, get a big thing. What do you want? I'll just go and get it. So for like 5 years running there, she got like a vacuum each year. She got like a stove, a fridge. Hey. Maddie's over in Japan.
When are you going?
He'll be in Japan for the May. Will you be in Japan for Memorial Day weekend or the weekend after Memorial Day weekend?
Well, we were talking about doing something up by you too, wasn't there? There was the.
Well, he was going to make the road trip.
Yeah, but we were talking about doing the reservation cornhole, weren't we? Going up by you. Yeah, I've spent a lot of money in the last 2 days just for accessories, so I now have to accessorize my new baby.
Yeah, I was told I just spent a lot of money today. I can't say it just in case he's watching. But yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at the point right now where we buy the kids so much stuff throughout the year that it makes Christmas hard.
Yeah.
Like, my wife just got a new car. I got a new car. And then we're giving my wife's car to my son.
You didn't get a car. You got a truck.
It's still a car. Come on.
No,
all right, I got a truck. I got a 2024 Tundra. And we named her Large Marge. Tell them Large Marge. But yeah, and then because I had to buy all the stuff for the back, Doug, because I had to get the tonneau cover.
Yep.
And then I had to get the roof bars so I could put more stuff up on top.
Okay.
And then I could potentially even buy the rooftop tent, Doug.
Okay.
Bruce just keeps buying us and stuff. Yeah, that's the problem is when my kids want something, I just keep buying it. And I'm always like, we're going to have nothing for Christmas. We got nothing. There's nothing for Christmas. Yeah, I went with the Tundra, Marky. The price was the same as the Tacoma, but Tacoma, 3.99 financing. Tundra, 1.99 financing. So with pricing the same, we went with the better financing terms.
Just, I just went back and looked at not to cut you off, though, message there. Ben, my cousin, came in on your feed.
Is that why I can see him here and not here?
On Facebook, yeah.
Oh, I can see him here, not there? Not over there where you are?
And Mr. YouTube came in on Facebook.
Really? Well, hey, listen, you know what? We are Facebook friends. So, listen. Hey, I just got to say, because I am part of the Water Buffalo Society. So they all come in to say hello to me, Doug, because I go and say hello to them.
Well, no, most of them, all the other ones came in on the YouTube side.
Yeah, but they felt bad for you. That's what it was. They felt bad.
Well, I'm gonna have to watch again on Monday night to see if I can get a free membership to the bar.
Well, I left the YouTube side because in talking with Cousin Ben, Patreon actually gives back more to the artist than YouTube does. So I left the YouTube membership side and I went to the Patreon side, just because more of that money goes to the actual show instead of going to the entity. And I'd much rather support the person and not the platform.
Yeah.
So that's why I moved over. I still watch it all on YouTube and do all that, but hanging out on the Patreon side is a lot of fun because you get the backstage pass and some other benefits. Yep. And now I know more about guitars than I ever have in my life. I can even tell you what some pedals do, Doug. I don't know how to plug them in, don't know how to use them, but I can tell you what they do. So guitars are where it's at right now, Doug. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking about talking to another friend and getting some cornhole bag material, and we can get some wrapped guitars, Doug.
Yeah, that's that Charles guy.
Yeah, love that guy.
Chuck from Arizona.
But Marky, yeah, that is my plan is to take that to Georgia. Yes, as soon as we can figure out when.
I'm awake here.
2025. He's Canadian. He always looks like he's
on my phone. My phone. Now I gotta put Keaton's name. Yeah, now I'm gonna look at it because I'm staring at it. I gotta put Keaton.
He's Canadian. He always looks like sleeping. Yeah. Look at you. Even get the little wing-headed shirt too. When do I get one? Seriously.
Actually, I got this in Calgary because I asked Mr. McFarlane if I could get one. He's like, "Oh, I'll have to go get one back there," and then Mr. Barrett just happened to have one in his luggage.
I'm gonna have to talk to the boss because I think that's the only thing for gear that Barrett might beat me in right now is winging it gear.
Yeah, well,
I need me a T-shirt.
You know, if you would have went and got one of these, you would have had winging it on the bottom.
It's got a big stain on the front.
So I got that ketchup off.
It's a big stain in the middle. All right, Marky, have a great Christmas. I will give you a call in the next few days for the open house.
Everybody is invited to Donnie's house.
Hey, listen, come over to my house anytime. You guys want? You hit me up on the Book of Face if you're in town. Come see me. I'm in. I always got a fridge full of beer, cabinet full of liquor, and a lot of company to give. The boss is in America right now. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
So he's down here in, as you would call, the States.
He's stateside.
Stateside.
So I think we're going to do another show here next week, probably. I would say like we're going to do one a little after Christmas.
Yeah, we're going to do it
next Christmas. Maybe
just before the new year because we're going to do our year in review.
Yes.
We got to talk about everything that's happened this year. We got to talk about
and give our thoughts of what's going to happen next year.
What is going to go on in the world of bags? What's going to happen? Oh, Candy, you're coming up. We're going to party. Candy's going to come up. She wants to come up in the October time because she wants to come to Salem, Mass.
Yeah.
For the spooky stuff. So that'd be a great time for them to come up here. But
she wants to learn. She wants to go there to learn some of the witchcraft stuff to get back at Bruce.
Yeah, put a spell on Brucey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe so he doesn't chase all the squirrels and possums and make stew.
Do you know what I think? A little spoiler for next week. For my predictions of what's going to happen next year. That the ACL will have more autograph sessions at events.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah. I think they're going to have more.
I think.
And then possibly shuttle players from the airport to the venue and around.
Who's going to shuttle them?
Well, I don't know. Just saying.
Did you show Brandon and Bruce the flights to Newfoundland? They're not coming there, Turret. They don't want to see you. It's already trying to give my room away, Doug.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's a big bed.
Wouldn't be the first. It wouldn't be the first time we cuddled. But yeah, I think as we get into this next year, it's going to be very interesting because there's going to be a lot going on. We're already at the point where we're talking about going down to, what is it, 100 pros?
Yes. Which, you know what? I kind of like.
I kind of like and don't like, though, because what is that? Oh, yeah. When I saw Kenny put BG, it kind of threw me off. Sorry. But I know what the BG means because I know the joke. There's only one BG in Cornhole, and that's Brandon Greba.
You know what, Al? I would like to know that as well too, because I tried to get a set of those.
Well, but here's the. Can I do a little inside baseball here on the pro cards?
Inside baseball and the baseball card?
Yeah. So here's what happened. Give me a second. Let me grab something over here.
Here he goes into the tickle trunk again.
Into the tickle trunk. Here we go. So when they came out with the pro cards,
you have a set, don't you?
I might. Hold on. When they started coming out with the cards, it was you submit your stuff to the ACL, and they build your cards and everything else like that. But I don't know if a lot of people got them, but I also don't know if people that got them didn't get them, right? So I know Jersey Guy put out a few. So here was the Devin Harbaugh trading card when Harbaugh Devin Harbaugh got one. And hold on, we've got because Brews and Reviews jumped right on it. So if you look right there, Steve Corona. And then some of the pros made some of the best cards in the whole wide world. Jeff Bashan and Andy Gomes right there. That was their pro partner card where they did the scene from Titanic. And it's actually got the ACL logo on. I don't know if it's supposed to. But then they had a little fun fact on the back that, they were two of the original all Cornhole sponsored players.
Somebody's going to get in trouble.
What's that? What are you talking about, Derek? Jesus. Derek been drinking?
I think so.
Yeah. It's hanging with Dion in there speaking.
A little pre Tibbs Eve festivities for Mr. Barrett.
Yeah, Derek's dipping in the holiday cheer.
Yeah. Mummering a few days too early.
What is mummering?
You don't know what mummering is?
No. What is it?
It's a thing.
It's a Canadian thing? I'm gonna have to look this up now. What's mummering?
Yeah. Yep. Just a big mob of people.
Oh, Derek's got to be good at that, just telling stories. You dressing as guys? Why are you disguising yourself?
Because that's what mummers do.
Wait a minute. This thing is like, what? It's practiced in Newfoundland, Labrador, Ireland, the city of Philadelphia, and parts of the United Kingdom. What kind of society?
What the hell? Like, which one of those there doesn't belong?
The city of Philadelphia? What is going on there, Doug? Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Listen, I learn more and more about Canada every time we do this show. Some of it scares me, Doug.
Well, that's what's going to happen.
Listen, I'm already trying to boost myself up to kiss a fish.
Yeah, well, the Shoe fits.
Because if I go there, am I a come from away?
You would have come from away, yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Interesting how that works.
Do you know why?
Because I'm not from there?
Because you've come from away.
Ah.
Yeah, you can send him the song. He just can't play the song because then we'll get, I've been told, take that out of the show.
We'll get a strike.
Yeah, man, I'm not sure where that came from, Maddie.
The 50 Newfoundland's the 51st state.
Well, no, apparently all of Canada is going to be the 50th.
Oh, the 51st state.
Yeah, I guess we all want to be.
Yeah. After the other 30 people kiss it first. Yeah.
Well, it depends.
Is
sometimes
it
sometimes you don't just kiss it; you actually lick it.
Yeah.
From one hole from the back hole to the front hole. Yep.
From the kitchen to the outhouse.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. That's Well, we played like 41 minutes. Like this was another one where I was like, you know what? It's been a slow week. What are we gonna do? But yeah.
Yeah, it has been a slow week in Cornhole. And yeah, there hasn't been much going on. I haven't played much. I know you haven't played much. And I know a lot of people right now are kind of going into some shutdown just because of the way the holiday runs.
And I do have to say that we have 19 people in the chat right now that I can see across all 18 now. And we've only got 19 entered in the contest, and I know there's some of you that have not said anything in the chat. So say something in the chat. East Coast Cornhole sticker, East Coast Cornhole patch, and because that's all I have. East Coast Cornhole t-shirt, size large, is what you get. Because it's Christmas, we're giving stuff. Oh, you left. I didn't even notice you left.
I had to, my beverages ran out, Doug.
Okay.
I had to go to the,
Well, now Keaton's going to say that you got shorter again when you got off the stool.
Listen, it's only because when I'm on the stool, I bring myself forward because when you're here, you've got to bring yourself into the show. And I don't want to keep moving the laptop.
Well, it's almost like you're doing like that old Sesame Street Grover, that near and far thing.
I'm near. I'm far. Oh, Maddie says he's winning.
Mr. Zach McNeil. I just had a break from the boards. I don't want another break from the boards, Mr. McNeil.
Who?
Huh?
Well, this question, I was like, who?
Oh. Yeah, that'd be me. That'd be my fault. I was not feeling well. Well, King, it'll feel like one of your arms, I think.
Can make it a halfie. Cut it into a tank top. Oh, Mr. Cito. What's going on? All right, Dougie, we're right at about the 45-minute mark. Let's see who else we got.
So how about we'll cut it off at 50? 50 minutes.
We'll cut it off at 50. Yep. Get yourself in there.
So if you're just kind of lurking there and you want to get in on it, have your say. All you have to do is put whatever in the chat. That's all you have to do. Zach thinks he gets 5 days for playing, just going to practice before we get back at it. On the 20th. Yeah, you know, I'm really my kid's in a hockey tournament in Brantford over Christmas, so I miss KW Cornhole's first tournament back. Like we haven't had a tournament here since COVID, and now we're going to be having a regional, and I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm not happy about that.
Why were you commentating?
No, I was going to play.
Oh, I don't know why that was so funny.
Which reminds me, I do have to get over to Jamie Cowan because I have his Hall of Fame award still here.
Oh, you got I have my Hall of Fame award right over there, Doug.
Yep.
You
remember that sign I give Barrett off the top of the show? Right back at you again.
Doug, you are definitely a 82nd ballot Hall of Famer.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah. Well, you know, and we were talking about that the other night. Because on the ballot, because up here now we've been 8 years now playing cornhole up here in Canada, officially, right? So we've got 4 pre-COVID, 4 post-COVID, right? So the ballot stuff that went out, there was a lot of players that were pre-COVID, so that a lot of people didn't know about, right? And some people said, "Oh, you know, it wasn't as big then." Well, you know what? Still, whatever. It's still those players still did stuff here. They played. They dominated when they did play, and their names don't get out there enough for recognition.
Well, and I think that's why when you're looking at starting a Hall of Fame, right, or starting, you know, kind of a Wall of Fame or whatever you're going to do, I think as you start it, you got to kind of take the public out of it, right? Because there's definitely people up there that deserve to be in there, but because people don't know their names, they're not. Right? It would be the same thing down here in the States. I mean, you guys have already inducted more people into the Canadian Hall of Fame than is down here. I don't even think we have a Hall of Fame.
I don't think you have a Hall of Fame.
Yeah, there's not even a Hall of Fame in the U.S. But there's so many names that should be there before some of the players that are playing today. Right? Just because you know their names and you've seen them play doesn't necessarily make them a first ballot Hall of Famer. There's people that brought the game and or contributed something to the game, right? Because they might not even be the best player, but they contributed more to the game to get it where it is today, right? To help it move forward. And there's a bunch of people but I know up there and a bunch of people down here that should be in before many other names that, you know, don't even sometimes play anymore. They've kind of retired from the circuit and are now doing stuff locally. But, like, I just don't really care about who gets in, who gets out right now for, like, the Canadian Cornhole right now because no bag sniffers back then.
Well, it's no. And this leads you to another thing that I'd seen on the cesspool on Facebook. That someone was talking about, and you know, Titan thrower right now, and great player in her own right. Someone had talked about, and I think we talked about this before on the show here, is that someone said about how, like, you know, Cheyenne has done so much for women's cornhole. She's brought so many people in to play women's cornhole. Yes. But before her was Stacey Pugh.
Christine
I know
Papke.
Christine Papke. I know Sam Finley's mom. First name, I believe, was Michelle.
Jen Vandeveer.
But Sam Finley's mom, former partner of Christine Papke in Ohio, right? That there was because we've got so many new players to the game, just focusing on this area, and you know what, you get it in every sport,
Well, listen, it's the whole Magic, Bird, Jordan, LeBron debate, right?
Yeah.
Who's the greatest, right? And when you look at the different eras of any sport, you can argue whoever it is, right? Unless we can get a time machine and get them all together and put them on the same court in their prime,
Yeah.
it's just going to be a debate. I mean, listen, Cheyenne right now is, and for the last few years has been the number one player in the world. Whether she's won the championship or not, she's the one carrying the torch. She's the one driving cornhole right now for the women's division.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if we go back a little deeper in the catalog, right? We're looking at a little classic vinyl. We know some of those people that came way before that, right? And then you talk to, the Matty Kings of the world, the Cito Sotos of the world, the Gores of the world. There's people in that area that most of us don't even know, but they were the people carrying the torch back then to get more people in, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's all the regional stuff. It's crazy, but people right now are only going to look at the main stage that is presented in front of them.
Yeah.
Right. And that's why when you start talking about some of the people being voted into Hall of Fames or best player ever might not get a fair shake because the people today don't know them. Right.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know the names that carried the torch and really brought the game to where it is today.
Yeah, like I would think that what I would like to see is some sort of package put out to the voters on what each person has done in the game. Right?
Yeah, but at the same time though, when you're really talking about, if you look at some of the other Hall of Fames out there,
mm-hmm.
like baseball is the Baseball Writers Association, right? So it's only people that write about baseball that get to vote to put them in, right?
Yeah.
Basketball, I think it's also a committee that does some voting. I don't know what it is. Football is kind of the same thing, right? You got to get, and I think I'm going to give ACL credit for some of this, is when they're doing their awards at the end of the Stevies, they're bringing people in that are commenting, influencing, talking about the game, that knows what's going on, and that's where they give the people those votes, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to the average guy that is throwing on a Tuesday night in Cleveland. It's going to the people that study the game, watch the game, understand and know what's going on. So I'm not just voting for one person that won one tournament because they hit 5 great shots on ESPN. You're voting for that body of work the entire year. And that's where they kind of succeed and exceed at the same time, where they're putting into the hands of the people that know what's going on instead of making it a popularity contest. Because you open it up to a poll on Facebook, and that's all it becomes. It becomes a popularity contest, and you're going to have those factions out there that are not going to want to vote for somebody just because they don't like them. And then they're going to get their whole crew to be with them. And that's not what it's about, right? It's about the people that are influencing the game that we're playing. It's about the people that are helping the sport stay in the forefront, right? There would be no big ACL live feeds right now in Canada if it wasn't for one person, right?
Well, yeah, Trey Ryder was a big thing on that first Open.
Yeah, he was.
But talking about OG people, there's a guy watching right now, and he's watching on my side because I can see his name right there. Mr. HJ from the NC.
HJ from the NC. I don't see Nay.
He hasn't made a comment. So he's not in the contest yet.
I only see comments. I don't see.
Yeah, he hasn't made a comment. But HJ from the NC.
Oh yes, the man, the myth, the legend from NC. From some might say Gastonia.
Yep.
Yes, but I mean, he could even tell you, like, there's so many people that have come and gone from the game that don't even get mentioned in a greatest, right? I went down to, I'm going to break my contract a little bit here. I'm going to hide these logos. I went down to Local Bags one year for their tournament, and there were some people that were there that, you can tell came from that area that were throwing way better bags than some of the pros that showed up. Well, these good old boys don't travel. They don't go out anywhere. So, if you're there, you're going to get your ass kicked by them. But you bring them to the Vegas Open or the Florida Open, nobody's going to know who they are until they start throwing, right? So some of these Facebook polls, or as I like to call them, vague book polls, it becomes a popularity contest, and it's not a fair representation of the work people have put in to the game. No. It's just not. Cornhole in Canada wouldn't be there without some names that were never mentioned in those polls that were put out. And I can say that. You don't have to, because I don't have any skin in the game in Canada besides being, the American ambassador to Cornhole in Canada. Just gave myself that title too. Give myself a lot of titles. But it's just silliness for anybody to get worried about what's going on with certain things or be worried about certain tournaments or who's doing what and who's doing when. Listen, we're playing beanbags, kids. We're having fun. We are getting to just hang out with some amazing friends and play a silly beanbag game.
So, since we said we're going to do this here...
wait a minute. I went way over, Doug, didn't I? I just started talking.
Yeah. I should use that mute button.
No, we should get a little soapbox icon every time I just start.
Yes. So, okay. So, again, here. I'm caught up in this chair.
Did you put the squeaky chair back in there?
I haven't brought the other chair down upstairs yet. I got to get this figured out down here. There's a crap everywhere. Anyway.
All right, kids. Here we go. East
Coast Cornhole patch. East Coast Cornhole sticker. East Coast Cornhole t-shirt. So, if you're watching and you haven't made a comment yet and you want to get in on the contest, make a comment in the next right now minute, and we'll do it right at 60 minutes.
And here's the thing. Even if you can't wear the shirt, give it to a friend at a blind draw. Give it to somebody that can wear it, even if it doesn't fit you.
It's Christmas. Re-gift it.
Yeah, re-gift it. Little white elephant or Yankee swap, whatever you do.
Yeah.
That's a great present. I would keep that.
So
I'd want to be...
Anyone watching right now?
I am hot.
People just lie.
I'm sexy. Oh, wait, not that kind of hot.
People just lie.
Scotty Moe.
Okay, so I'm not going to be watching, Donnie, so you just tell me.
All right. Nobody knew yet but Scott Morrison.
Okay. 59, 50, 56.
All right, here we go. 2 seconds. 1, and we're done, Doug.
There we go. So there is the wheel. Look at that. It's even got logo and everything in there. See that?
Wait, where's my name?
I I didn't. This is stuff up in the last jersey thing.
We should have put a big pie of me and you in there, so like we get a bigger slice and just win.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't think of that. So anyway, here it is. I'm not sure if people can zoom in or not. I'm trying to move the wheel and do everything on this screen here.
All right,
but I'm not. So I just need to...
Somebody in the chat though has to tell us how many times can we shuffle? There's a shuffle.
There is a shuffle, yes.
How many shuffles, people?
How many shuffles?
First person in the chat gets to call the shuffle. It has to be a low number. Don't put in like 802. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, you can get a hug. Just put a number in the chat. 3. You got a 3. We got a 3.
Yeah, okay.
All right, 3 shuffles and then a spin. There's 1.
2.
There's 2. There's 3.
Okay, ready?
And here it goes. Yeah.
Of course, it had to be him.
Goes right to John Clark.
John Clark will get the East Coast Cornhole patch, sticker, and T-shirt. He's not going to fit into that T-shirt.
He's looking very svelte these days. He might make it in.
But isn't he like 8'2"?
He is a big man. He's a tall drink of water.
Okay, so it's a belly shirt for him.
Of course, the one person that selects the biggest number is that guy. Derek Barrett.
Oh, there we go.
No, 15. Derek said, "Made reasonable." It's not reasonable, Doug.
Fitting John Clark on the East Coast of Maine.
East Coast of Maine. Hey, listen. He is the closest person to this podcast that doesn't live in Canada. Because he lives way up in South Portland, Maine. So he's like pretty much in Canada.
Well, so are the people in Buffalo.
Well, who's in Buffalo?
I don't know. Bobby Sperry sometimes.
Yeah, but he's not in the chat.
He usually watches. He says he watches all the time.
Yeah, but he's not in the chat. I'm saying whoever's in the chat, he's closer. He's almost in Newfoundland. How far he is from me. It's like an hour and 45 minutes. That's a long drive, and it's boring. My ADD kicks in halfway up.
Okay. So that was that. We've been hanging out for what? Like, well, we've been in an hour. I don't know why I'm trying to think of how long, because it says right there.
There's a timer in the corner.
There's a timer right there. That light is still bothering me. You know what? Talk amongst yourselves. I can still hear you, though.
You can still hear me. All right, friends. Now that Doug's gone, put in the chat how many times will his chair squeak next week.
None. I'll put the note in. Look at that. Well, now, you know what? I probably should have kept that because it's a lot brighter now.
You just want everything.
It's just... So, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we'll be back next week. But first, we've got people that give me stuff to give away. East Coast Cornhole is there. I got to put my arm.
Yeah, right there. Right there.
Right there. East Coast Cornhole. JC Cornhole. I got to get better at this. JC Cornhole. That's that side. Sierra Property Inspections. If you're in the Edmonton, Alberta area, because I know we've got a couple of people from Alberta watching in the chat. Check out Darren at Sierra Property Inspections. He's in the... I just drew a bike. He's in the Edmonton area. Sherwood Park, to be exact. I knew I would get it. And get your home inspected. He'll tell you everything what you need to do for your getting your home better. And a portion of what you pay will go to a children's cancer hospice in the Edmonton area, which is great. And then the other side there, who is partnered up with East Coast Cornhole. You can get your Titan bags with East Coast Cornhole. You get Titan bags. And then the important one in the middle, right there, which I will be going live from in almost a week. It's on the shirt here too. Winging It restaurants, go there. They got a sale on right now on their e-gift cards. If you buy Derek, help me out. If you buy a certain amount, you get a certain amount free, extra, with their e-gift cards.
That's nice. I like that. Little discount action. Add into a little bit.
Yep. So so you can have that gift card yourself, or you can give it to someone else. But check out Winging It restaurants for some of the best wings around. I cannot wait. Well, buy 50, you get 10. Buy 100, you get 20.
Nice.
So, yeah. So, Al's been here for 121 minutes.
Well, he got hit right at 9 o'clock, and we weren't on at 9 o'clock.
Derek Barrett of the South is what. Actually, no, it was Russ Fisher, but Derek Barrett usually messes music.
Yeah.
So we'll be back. Yes, Russ, I will be going to Paris.
Not the real Paris.
Going to Paris.
All right, everybody. Have a great. Wait, we both celebrate Christmas, right? There's no.
Yeah, no, we're equal
do you-
there. I don't know. I might go a little earlier. Might do another special one.
Do you do Boxing Day or whatever the crap that is? What is it?
Yep. Yep, Boxing Day.
Yeah. What, you box everything up and send it away? What?
Derek, I'll have to see.
He's working on it.
Depends if people want me to go. That's all I can say.
All right, everybody, have a great holiday, whether you're boxing or Christmasing or whatever you do. Have a great holiday season, everybody.
Yeah. Maybe back on Monday night. I'm not sure. Depends if I can get some mummers to wear a head cam or some glasses. You know who I'm looking at. Yeah. And if I'm not back on Monday night, everyone have a good Christmas. And we'll be back next week. Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, one of those days. I'm not sure whichever one I can swing here. And we'll do a year in review and a look forward to what we think may happen in 2025. Wow, which is,
Just days away, Doug.
it is. Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
everybody. Love you all.
See you later.